Hey there again, folks. Welcome back to my random gaming series. They're playing Rogue Quest, the Vault of the Lost Tyrant. He's lost. He don't know where he is. He needs a map. Give a tyrant a map. Why can't this tyrant get a map? Anyway, I'd like to thank the folks over at Xperia Game Studio for letting me try this game out for free. Now, if this game looks familiar-ish, it's the same folks who did a Tale of Caos overture, which I can't remember when that game came out. I think it was last year. It could have been earlier this year, but it was at some point. Some point in the last 50 years, that game came out. Yeah, it was I think it was last year, maybe late. I know it came out in 3 parts. I didn't do a video on each part, but I did do a video on when the first one came out, and a first act, I guess I should say, because it was a 3-act game, which I thought was interesting, you know. Which is really cool because the game is just, it was episodic, but it wasn't like Telltale episodic, which there's nothing wrong with that, but it is nice for a company to just be like, you know, you don't have to pay for the extra episodes. You know, it's an option that's not, you know, it's not a bad option, but it's, you know, it's very customer friendly to be like, you know, this is the product, you're paying for the full product now, and the rest of the product will come, you know, later. You know, and it'd be a reasonable price. I think it was $6 or $7, so I think it was. I actually can't remember. But anyway, thought it was very customer friendly type situation, and the game was actually pretty decent. With each act, I could tell that they were actually getting a little bit better, because I know Act 1 had a bit of translation issues. I don't believe the company, that the folks at the company are native English speakers. I don't think. I noticed some strange type grammar in the first chapter, which is something I didn't notice so strongly in episode 2, or Act 2 and 3. I just don't remember anything like that in Act 3. But it got better as it went along. So I thought it needed more attention than it got, because the forums are pretty bare for that game. But anyway, same folks that did that. And this is a character, I think, from that game. I believe you meet her in like Act 3. So this is like a side type story of this universe, from what I can gather. You don't have to, you know, have played that game in order for this to make sense, as far as I know. So anyway, let's just go to new game. What is this lady's name? Yeah, Cassandra. Okay. Got an achievement, meet Cassandra. Finally, I've done it. Gladstone, is it you? Cassandra, I can't read you very well. Not a surprise. I'm in a cavern deep under the sea. Probably does have crappy reception down there. So did you get it? Did you find the tyrant's treasure? Is it a mount? Indeed, despite being abandoned for decades, the stronghold was still well protected. There were many traps, but I reached the treasure chamber. Another happily ever after adventure then. I'd say so, yes. Fine. In other news, Jahi just called. He said he accomplished his mission. Great, I'll get the treasure, and then I'm coming back to the base. See you later. Have fun, my darling. See you later. Oh. To move and interact with an element, use the left mouse button. Okay, this is set up a little differently. Got inventory here. Got Antoinette, which is a crossbow and a transmitter. Oh, oops. Got help. There's a treasure right in front of me. Why didn't I take it already? Okay. So that's kind of the walkthrough. One thing that was interesting about the first game, which was actually pretty useful, especially considering it didn't have a lot of people playing it, is parts of it were confusing to me. I'm somebody who can really get confused at parts, for even if I shouldn't get confused at them. Something I can be like, boom! I can think of them well ahead of the time, but a lot of times I will get really stuck on a part, just not be able to logically think my way out of it, you know. My brain just works like that. It doesn't... It works, but sometimes it just completely ignores something that it shouldn't ignore, you know. Luckily, I've ignored all the snakes I've come across. I haven't come across very many. But luckily I've come across... luckily I've ignored... Haven't ignored them, I should say. I get confused about what I was trying to say. But, it had a walkthrough. It had a built-in walkthrough that you could use. Which I thought was nice. It's something you didn't have to have, but it's an option to look at, you know. Okay. Yeah, it looks like the treasure chest is the only thing I can interact with. The Sea Tyrant ruled over these waters for a whole century. He had a lot of time to hoard a huge amount of treasure. Now that the tyrant is dead and his empire fell with him, it is time for these goods to fall in new hands. The Guild's museum will be a better place for it. Okay. Stop right there, Cassandra Nech. Okay, is that her last name? The whatever brothers. What's her name again? Bacati? Patella? It's Pinazza. We're the Pinazza brothers. Okay, Pizza Brothers. Sorry. It is hard to recall any wannabe thug band's name I meet. We're no wannabe thug, you dumb girl. Tell her, brother, we're wannabe pirates, not thugs. Fine then, what do you want? Is it obvious, girl? We're here for the treasure. We knew you were looking after Sea Tyrant's treasure. We followed you for days, letting you do the dirty work. Thank you so much for opening the door for us. Yeah, I knew that plan would work. Needlebag, you're the best. You jackals. And now throw your crossbow into that pit. No! And don't try anything. Oh, you're so going to pay for this, you know. Yeah. Spin. Keep your eyes wide open for any trick. Yes, brother. And now let's see this chest. Hey! I know you, but I mean, there are lines you shouldn't cross. Great! Gold, jewels, rare dusks, and crystals. Brother, we're so rich! Hooray! What the? What's happening there? Oh, what I know about that, you dummy. If that's one of your tricks... Brother, the door closed. Great. I can see that. What's happening? Isn't it obvious? There was a trap connected to the chest. You just triggered it. It wouldn't happen to me, of course. Oh, a simple trap would not stop us. Hug me, brother. I'm scared. Stop it. What are you scared of? Well, traps, ghosts, vampires, militias, flu viruses, crocodiles. They are stuck in there with a thief, too. Alright, give it a rest. It's just a closed door. How will we get out of here, then? There's another door. We'll find another exit. Let's go. How do they know there's another door? One of these vaults always have to have another door. As for you, Cassandra Nech, I'm afraid we'll have to leave you here. Because using the sword on you would be too simple and obvious of an answer. I feel like it's gonna bite them in the butt. What a couple clowns. Must find a way to recover my crossbow, Antoinette. To take back my treasure. And to get out of here, it is showtime! Okay, show all the interactive item spots to press spacebar. Nice! I love it when adventure games do that. I love it! Because, I mean, seriously. Who would specifically think... I mean, you could think that. Or that light. Because that light isn't... That light that lights up... Oh, that was not a light that lights up anyway. Forget I said anything. Oh, okay, that's the light. I was like, what's this light doing up here? Yeah, I was just thinking, this game was kind of advertised in the last act of, no, it wasn't the last act. It was Act 2 of Tale of Caos. Because this character was in it, and from what I remember, she went on about a lot of her guild mates. So yeah, this game was actually rather advertised to us a lot in it. Like, here's a whole cast of characters. Interesting way to advertise it. Did they take the treasure after they opened it? A crack in the floor. My poor Antoinette, my crossbow is lying down there. I must get it back. What do we have? Just a transmitter. I could call someone for help, but I don't need that. To be a real Rogues Guild member, one has to be able to get out alone from trouble. Okay. So I'm going to join a guild, which is a social group of people that you can count on, and then do everything on my own. Heh, screw logic. The treasure is rightfully mine. I have to take it back. Okay, I was fixing to say, did they just walk out with the treasure? Well, without the treasure? Because that would be kind of dumb. Sounds like they're dumb, so I guess it would make sense. Panel's well screwed in. If only I had something to remove the screws, like a screwdriver. I wonder what this console is made for. It has but a button. Yeah, why not? Let's see what will happen. Who dares to disturb my peace? Yo, robot. I'm Cassandra, dude. My name's Cassandra Nech. Treasure huntress, and adventurous. A treasure huntress? You just came to plunder my treasure then. You're but a miserable jackal. You won't get away with this. He's dead. I mean, what's he gonna do with it? You know. I mean, if I buried a treasure, you know, and I died, I'd be like, well, I mean, if I had kids, you know, I would hope it would go to them. You know, but if I didn't have treasure, I mean, if I had a bunch of treasure and, you know, got killed, I'd be like, whatever. Take it. I don't care. You went through the trouble of getting here. Why not? It's not doing me no good. May I ask who I am talking to? What an insolent. You come in my home and you dare ask me who I am. The Tyrant is a computer. I am the Sea Tyrant. Really, I believe that Tyrant was long dead. Vanished along with his empire. Well, yes, well, that's right, but not at all. Wait, what? Now answer my questions, Cassandra Nech. I don't know if it's Nech or Nech. How dare you come here to plunder my treasure? Well, what's your story? I mean, you're a robot. Do you need treasure? I guess maybe they could use it. I mean, they could buy buy new cases for themselves, or better components. Upgrade, you know, upgrade more memory. Have more memory. You know, they could buy like a another robot, you know, and program a mate. You know, just to hang out with. But then again, would they really need to do that? I guess they could do that. They could do that, but they probably could like form a program inside of themselves to talk to themselves. Have like an active personality, but then like a side personality inside of themselves to be like, hey, what's up? Robot number one. Oh, yeah, he's a Sea Tyrant. Maybe he could have like a Sea Parrot program in itself to be like, ah! You know, something like that. That's probably a really terrible parrot sound. Wait, I'm missing something. Could you be more clear, please? Fine. What do you know about the Tyrant story? Something. I know that he was a powerful warlord. Okay. He created a high-tech stronghold. He had an army of cyborg warriors who he used to fiercely lead. With his raids, he managed to hoard great treasure. Treasure which I still mean to recover. And then it ended. Many nations formed a coalition and defeated him. He withdrew in his stronghold until one day, some fugitive warriors told everyone he died. That's all I know. Up to a point, you're right. Still, I was the Sea Tyrant. After my last great defeat, I begun to fear the end. To avoid it, I resorted to a last desperate trick. I transferred my brain in the stronghold's central computer. Now I'm one with the machines which were once my servants. There's a little amazing. Sadly, it didn't go the way I hoped for. This trick didn't make me immortal at all, far from it. Now I'm nothing but a ghost, haunting my ancient home. Isn't it terrible? For you, yeah. To be honest, it seems quite fascinating. But why am I here, speaking to you? To the person who got here to raid my dwelling. What are you going to say for yourself? Take the treasure and leave. I'm not a marauder. Sure, of course you are not. And I bet that neither of the two buffoons who left earlier were. The Pinaza brothers? So, did you see that? Sure, I can't do much else. So what are you with those raiders? No way, we're totally different. They're nothing but chicken thieves. They steal chickens? As for me, I am a member of the Rogues Guild. The Rogues Guild? Do you know it? But of course! Good, then you'll know that we're not dirty scoundrels. Our tales are told throughout the whole chaos. We recover the most precious treasures, preventing them from being lost in oblivion. Yeah. Sure, that changes many things. It is obvious that you're not a common thief. So wouldn't you prefer to see your treasure in my hands? Rather than, I don't know, in the hands of people like the pizzas? I'm going to call them pizzas from now on. Even worse, lost here forever? Well, in the end, it was my treasure. I displayed in the Guild's museum. Your name would live forever. That's true, too! That's fine, Cassandra Nech. I have made it my decision. I'll help you. Can you get me out of here? Not directly, I'm sorry. Sadly, through time, my devices begun to fail. I can't directly activate the structure's devices. That sucks. Still, I can give you useful information. Even if I can't recall it all, even my data bank is deteriorating. I'm sorry to hear that, because that would be very convenient. Thank you. Anyway, have a look around. Put your feet up. There should be an emergency trapdoor somewhere. Alright, thank you. Call me if you need help. Pick up the phone, call me. Okay. We're gonna have to open them up at some point. There's a lamp. It seems kind of an oil lamp. I think I could use the combustible oil within it. Still, the bulb is scorching hot. I can't take it barehanded. We have nothing in our inventory yet. It's useless. The door is sealed. I can't break it down, nor can I pick its lock. Guess I could keep talking to him some. Still there? Sure, what do you need to see? You're doing right now, those clowns, they got lost in the corridors outside the door. What a pair of dorks. You've got all the time in the world to catch them. I doubt they could have opened the hangar by themselves. A hangar, interesting. Okay, so there's a hangar. Why did I never hear about these caves? This is my first base. During the work, though, we met something. And I quickly sealed these caves. After that, I begun to build my stronghold on the surface. No warrior mind could go over this room. I'm serious, what made you go on the surface? Keep looking for the exit. Wow, he just completely dodged that question. Just keep looking. Does seem well fixed to the wall. Still, I won't move it if I don't know what it is. I'd hate to start a gas leak or something like that, or completely power the guy down who has finally resigned himself to helping you. Okay, we've looked at everything on the left side. There's some toxic mushrooms. I'd say. They're producing some toxic fumes. I must not breathe them. But hey, there's a trapdoor under the mushrooms. If I could just destroy them somehow. Okay, we need to destroy the mushrooms. Gotta take them out. Oh, tapestry. Maybe I could use it to escape somehow. I think I'll take a piece of it. Open your inventory. Click the... Yeah, okay. We've already done that. Or use the mouse wheel. If you're stuck and you want to know what to do next, click on the help button. Okay. Yeah, we've already figured out how to use the inventory. If the folks who made this game are watching this, I noticed that the word "or" there is was spelled O-R-E. There's a typo in one of the things he said. It wasn't a big deal. It was 2 words put together. My something, I can't remember. Not my space, cause that would be a really weird reference. Ooh, but the mouse wheel, I like that though. That makes me think of the Toponia games. After held up by some hooks. It's a pity I can't reach them. I could use them. Okay, so we got a piece of tapestry. It seems quite resilient. Conrad could easily break it down if only he was here. Anyway, it's stuck from the outside. Oh, maybe I can... Sure, this cloth could ignite a fire. Ah. Using fabric, I should be able to loosen the bulb without burning myself. Good, the oil is leaking. It's impregnating the cloth. Oh my gosh! The cloth is gonna have a baby! Fine, there's no more oil, but the cloth is soaked. Okay. Now it should easily catch fire. Okay. Carefully without touching them. Good, with the soaked cloth I should be able to set the mushrooms on fire. I just need a spark to start the fire. It does seem well fixed to the wall. Still, I won't move it if I don't know what it is. Sounds like you could use it to start a fire. Really requires a spark to start the fire. Okay, I can't use the transmitter at all. Maybe I can talk to him and do something now? Like, yo, how do you start a fire? You got any ideas? Ah. Cable, I see. It's a supply cable. With it, there are high-energy vectors running power to old machines. I'm afraid that it's not well fixed to the wall nowadays. You know, the lack of maintenance. Huh. Could it be dangerous to unplug it? Not if you do it carefully. Maybe I'll try that. What I was thinking is, it's plugged into him. Would it be dangerous to him? It's full of energetic cables. No, I wonder what could happen if I unplug it. Oops, spectacular! Hey! The sparks are falling on the soaked cloth and boop! Aha! Wow! The mushrooms burned up in a second. Great, now I can reach the trap door. It was nice of her to plug that back in to him. A nail fell down. Okay. Maybe we could use it. Can we use it on this, maybe? Nope, I didn't think so. Can't get down here. An old thick lock. Luckily for me, it doesn't seem too hard to pick. With the right tool, of course. What a bore. I hate lock picking. It's not my strong suit. I prefer to blow up doors and locks. Jade is much more skilled than me there. Anyway, done. Okay. One thing I will say is I was expecting a mini-game. I was expecting a lock-picking mini-game. I'm not sure if there's going to be mini-games in this game. I know the other games had them. I know it had like some chemistry type stuff. Maybe that's the way to put it. Alchemy, not chemistry. Where you combining ingredients, you had to do like specific things. I can't remember the specific mini games. I just know that there are some that were based on memory and stuff like that. They were okay. They weren't my favorite parts of it. I will say that. So this one, I don't know if it's going to have a lot of that. So far, it hasn't had any, because that would have been a time that you could have had one for lock picking, because you're keeping the nail. I'm seeing that still in my inventory. So I'm guessing there's going to be some more locks that need to be unlocked or picked, I should say. So. Yeah, that's something I'm not sure about. I'm fixing to go ahead and wrap up the video, though. This has been about 30 minutes. This is a pretty good taste about what the game has to offer. I'm liking it so far. I'm going to keep playing this. Yeah, I'm definitely going to keep playing this. If you like what you see, the link will be down in the description below. And if you also like what you see, think about getting the first game, because it was okay. I finished it. I played all 3 acts as they came out, and it got better as it went along. And this one's looking like an equal or maybe even better than that one. So yeah, these games have the potential to get even better. I think the proofreading still needs to improve a little bit, because there's been a couple errors that I've seen already, but it hadn't been glaring errors. You know, it's been like really simple stuff, so that's not too bad. They don't take you out of it, take you out of the experience. If they were, be inconsistent with names, that would be a different thing, but so far that hadn't been an issue, But, yeah, I like it. Anyway, that's all. I was going to say, I need to just shut up, because I'm going to be, it'll just get weirder if I keep talking. I'm really terrible at wrapping stuff up. You'd think with 2,000 plus videos, I'd be able to wrap up a video very gracefully. But no, I'm not good at that. Anyway, I will see you guys in the next random game. Later.